Hi everyone, Matt James here, welcome to another guitar tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play the Beatles classic 8 Days a Week. Absolutely great tune from 1964, like one of their most famous songs, one that I really enjoy playing. A couple of things to say about this one before we start. I am not doing it in the original key. The Beatles do it in D. I find that very high to sing, so I play it in the key of A. If you really want to learn it in the original key, then there are plenty of other YouTube tutorials that will show you how to play it in the original key, but my particular version, I'm playing it in the key of A because I find it much easier to sing, and also easier to play it on acoustic guitar, particularly for the riff at the beginning. But yeah, it's a great one to do, and a lot of fun to play, so without further ado, we'll go to a close-up and we'll get started. Alright then, so to begin with, we are playing the riff, which it begins the song and it also ends the song. So it sounds like this. And then we're into the main verse. But in order to play that intro, again, depending on your ability, you might want to skip that. It's probably not essential, but it does form the basis of the beginning. So it's a nice thing to be able to do. It's not particularly difficult. So fingering wise, you want your third finger to be on the D string or the fourth string at the 7th fret, just here, and then you want your second finger to be at the 6th fret of the 3rd string or the G string, and then you want your first finger to be on the 5th fret of the 2nd string or the B string, and then we are leaving the open E to play. So you want to play, you can play the open A string as well for the first chord, so you want to create this chord. And then we are adding we're adding our little finger onto the 2nd string of the 7th fret. So, but you're only doing this very quickly, so I'll play it slowly so you can get the timing right. So once more. Strumming pattern wise, I'm just going down, down, up, down, and down again. Okay, so that's the first bit, and then you're just moving up 2 frets, so keeping that same pattern, just moving up 2 frets to the 9th, 8th and 7th fret, and then exactly the same pattern, and then you're moving up 3 frets to the 12th, 11th and 10th fret, and then you're back to where you started on the 7th, 6th and 5th fret. So again, I'll play that slowly so you can hear what it sounds like. And then you're into the verse, which is on an A chord. So you want to quickly jump from that to "Ooh, I need your love." So the chords we're looking at for the verse are an A to B7 to D and back to A. So it's "Ooh, I need your B7 love, babe," to D. "Guess you know it's true," back to A. Same again. "Hope you need my love, babe, just like I need you." And so that's the verses. Okay, quite straightforward. So we'll break it down into little parts because there's a few different bits here. So that's the first bit of the verse. So again, that's A, B7, D, back to A. And then for the next bit, for the "hold me, love me," you want an F sharp minor here. So depending on where you are with your bar chords yet, you can play it like this. You don't have to completely bar it. If you're not that strong with sharp, you can have it here and not play the bottom E string, but I like to play it fully barring across. So it's "hold me," F sharp minor, to D, "love me," back to F sharp minor, "hold me," to B7, "love me," and then we're back to the "ain't got nothing but," to B7, "love me," to D, 8 days a week. So that's the verse. So I'll do all of that slowly. So, ooh, I need your love, babe. Guess you know it's true. Hope you need my love, babe. Just like I need you. F sharp minor. Hold me, D. Love me. F sharp minor. Hold me. B7. Love me. A. Ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week. And then you're into the second verse, which follows the exact same pattern as the first one. So I won't need to talk through that because it follows the exact same. And then for the middle 8-bit, it does change a bit again. So we go to an E for the 8 days a week. F sharp minor again. I love you. To B7. 8 days a week. D is not enough. To E. Show I care. So again slowly, that's 8 days a week. F sharp minor. I love you. B7. 8 days a week. D is not enough. To E. Show I care. And then you're back into the verses. And it's basically like a song of two halves, this really. It basically repeats itself twice. You've got the first verse and the second verse with the middle 8. And then it does the first verse and the second verse again with the middle 8. And then finishes off with the last bit of the verse. And that is it. So it's quite straightforward. So chords-wise, that's all there is to it. The only thing to add really is right at the very end, where it goes... just repeats 8 days a week twice. 8 days a week. So you go back to the D to the A several times. 8 days a week. Or 3 times specifically, so it's 8 days a week. 8 days a week. Once more. 8 days a week. And then you're into the introduction again for the outro. And then to finish, you can finish either on an A, or if you want to do it like the Beatles do, I think the Beatles finish it on the 6th chord. So to do that, that sounds like this. And to do that, you're playing an A chord, but the difference is you're playing the top E string as well. So I just lie your first finger down like a bar. So you're playing all those. So you're just lying across those top 4 strings, so the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th string, and you can play the open A as well. And that's an A6 chord, and it's just quite a nice way to finish it off. I'm pretty sure that's how the Beatles finish it. It's what I like to call the heartbeat chord as well. And that is it. That is 8 days a week. Quite a simple song, but the Beatles, they wrote great simple songs. You know, the best songs often are very simple. But yeah, so it's not that much more to say about it, really. It really is a song of two halves. But I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. I hope you found it useful. Again, if you didn't, or if there are any comments you would like to make about how I could improve the lessons, do feel free to leave me a comment. But if you enjoyed what you saw, please feel free to like and subscribe, because it all helps me. But yeah, I will see you again in the next lesson. But until then, thank you very much. Cheerio.